Away. Let's get that information up on the board. Oh, come on. Round 2, and let's set up the timer, which should be 1:14 by now. Start. Round 2. Synchronized shields. We'll put S4s on the X-wings.
Tam poproszę to samo. Te dwie zostały. Czy talerz? Talerz może to zostały. Tutaj w dwójce.
Yeah, man, he's got virtually nothing on those cards.
Ja mam dwie czwórki, piątkę, szóstkę, a ty?
Loads of charges on. Well, we got 2 matches. So we got Banaszek and we've got Markiewicz. Banaszek and Markiewicz. And I'm lucky that they're both their names fit on the screen without wrapping around, so that's an advantage. Interesting squad from Markiewicz with the double B wings. Well, the 4 aces really. Ace wing, Fane, Wedge, Braylon, 10. Really interesting. And we've marked up on the screen, you'll see now, if I move over to the list screen, you've got cool. You've got Maciej Markiewicz playing Fane Kyrell with S4s, Wedge Antilles with S4s, Braylon Stram, and 10 Num. Braylon Stram 10 Num with no upgrades whatsoever, but they do have that built-in ability.
Który daje przerzut? Dwójka czy jedynka? Ten daje, czyli to jest jedynka, tak? Moja szóstka, tak? Powodzenia?
You spend 1 focus. So Fane gets, when you perform attack, you spend 1 focus, hit or crit result to look at the defender's face down damage cards, choose one and expose it. Wedge, as always, when you attack, the defender rolls 1 fewer defense dice. Braylon Stram, while you defend or you perform an attack, if you are stressed, you may re-roll up to 2 of your dice. And 10 Num, when you defend or perform an attack, you may spend 1 stress token to change all of your focus results to evade or crit results. Hit results, sorry, that's the old, what's his name, Kian Farlander ability. On the other side of the table, we've got a list that's all too familiar with Whisper, Red Lion with Proton Torpedoes, Whisper with Duke, Captain Jonas with Barrage Rockets, and I've got doubled up on Barrage Rockets again. They're getting drunk. They're getting crunk on Barrage Rockets. And Major Rhymer with Advanced Proton Torpedoes and Cluster Missiles. Captain Jonas is the one that lets friendly ships at range 1 re-roll dice when attacking with secondary weapons. Major Rhymer is the one who's allowed to increase the range of his weapon. Am I getting confused with the 1.0? I don't think. I can use the app. The app's quicker for this. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Let me get back on the chat as well in a second. Search Rhymer. Search. Yeah. Changes the range of his secondary weapons.
Tak, bo był deblokowany. Znaczy, teraz bliżej.
close this because it's not right anymore. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Round 2 underway. So Reimer allows him to change the range of those advanced parental peers to range 2. Jonas, I'm pretty sure it's the same as he was in 1.0. Yeah, while friendly ships attack with at range 1 with torpedoes or missiles, they can re-roll up to 2 attack dice. So cool. Thank you for joining us once again. This is a non-official tournament, a charity tournament run by a local organisation here in Zielona Góra in Poland, which has had some success in the last few years. And all of you watching, although there's not many of you right now, I think I'll wait till later in the game. Oh no, 56 is pretty good. Well done, guys. For those of you watching, any Twitch Prime subscribers we received this weekend will the money that I received from those Twitch Prime subscribers will go to the charity that this tournament is being housed for, which is this week. This year is a little girl. I forget her name. Give me a second. Who has survived a stage 4 brain tumor. She had a stage 4 brain tumor, and the operation to remove it seemed to have been successful, which is awesome. They seem to have completely removed it, which means she's just got to go through ongoing care to radiotherapy, chemotherapy to remove the last remaining cancer cells, and she's got a Julia Orcas, 11 years old, with stage 4 brain tumor. After a difficult operation, the doctors didn't believe it was possible, but the tumor was removed, and Julia was called the miracle child. And she still needs to keep going with chemotherapy, and a special drug for this is called Avastin, which isn't available on the Polish National Health Service, and the one dosage can cost upwards of 250 euros. So thank you straight. Muchas gracias. There you go. You're contributing straight to that charitable foundation. We've got obviously here a situation where we're seeing the boogeyman list on Banaszek's side of the table, where he is playing Whisper Redline, which everyone is hoping by Tuesday will no longer be a thing.
Okay.
Let's wait and see. Pretty aggressive approach by Markiewicz. Running a risk of receiving some heavy attacks from Redline in the first round, but with the two bombers being quite isolated on the far side of the board, it could work to his favour if he can get some damage done onto Redline earlier. But it doesn't look like he's got any range here.
Trzecim. Zyskałem. Czyli na mniej, czy masz dwie, tak?
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Berden, for the contributions to the Twitch Prime.
Piątka. To jest protonek w tego z lakiem. Moja pierwsza.
There is one thing I'm not... Patrick, you've used a tier 1 subscription for 10 months. I'm going to have to double check exactly how much that is, because I've got no idea, because no one's ever done it before. But I'll double check and make sure the the foundation receives that money. So damage done onto red line already. Oh, not those damage. That damage. There we go. And red line fires his proton torpedoes with all focuses. All 4 focuses here. Spends the focus, and that looks like a heavy shot onto 10 Nam. Loses all 4 shields, and half points go on the board for 10 Nam.
Tu mam. Tu też mam. Czyli ten na trzecim. Ja poczekaj. Przerzut.
And they're just kind of scratching red line shields off right now. One, looks like 2 hits on a focus, spends the focus, gets 3. Red line evades 1, takes 2. I keep. Okay, we'll just take that hull back off. And that's the blinded pilot, isn't it? I think it's blinded pilot. You just flipped it straight down.
Odpalę rakiety zaporowe.
Yeah, it's blinded pilot.
Nie ma premii za zasięg. Przerzucę z umiejętności jego. Przerzut. I focus.
So 2 free hits and 1 evade takes 2 shields off of Thane Kyrell. I don't understand why he flipped it face now. Did he? It's definitely, the card is definitely blinded pilot, but he just flipped it straight down. I don't know if maybe it was a mistake that he flipped it face up. Maybe he didn't have any crits. I don't remember seeing any crits on the dice. Oh, wrong camera. That camera's still a bit too. It's not bad. Oh, right, okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Patrick, for being so dedicated to make sure you keep... Yeah, I upgraded the player camera ages ago in summer. If you watched the French National Championship in November, there was a slight problem with it. Something to do with there was some sort of electrical interference from the lights. The lights in the venue would cause a strobing effect, which nothing to do with the camera. It's just literally just like the type of lights they were using, the LED frequency or something, was just like literally just being picked up by the camera. But now, yeah, it's an awesome new camera. Thank you very much, Patrick, for your continued support. It means a lot. And well, like I say, the donation, well, the Twitch Prime subscription you've given us today will be going straight to helping that little girl out. Oh, and Ulfric, 1,000 bits. So I'll have to work out. I think that's like $10. I think. So I'll have to make sure to get that over to them. You're gonna all make me get me confused now. Giving me all sorts of stuff out. I'm not used to getting. I don't think I ever got bits before. I don't think I ever got bits before. So I honestly don't know how that works exactly. I knew I did know how it works, but it's been so long, I've forgotten about it. But thank you very much. Like I say, any contributions like that this weekend we'll be going to the little girl to get her medication and help her with her chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and help assure that she's got as much of a future as possible. And let me see if I can share out a link on the chat regarding her or a site that talks about her foundation, in case you want to donate through other means. Let me see.
Jasne. Ostry 2. Przytrzymaj manewr.
Be right back. I'll get that link through to you in a moment. Just have to double check. I wasn't sharing a bogus link, so we'll have to wait for that information to come back to me. So B-Wings, Dicing with Death. Do you remember that when that used to be what their role was? Back when the old daggers, the bloody daggers, would just get up into range 1 and just wreck your business. Not anymore. But anyway.
Który strzela bliżej? Dymka czy szpaka?
Nie,
Ten z tyłu, tak?
ten z tyłu jest Ivor, co tam może zmieniać zasięgi. I weźmie loka.
Przez kamień.
Okay, so overlaps the asteroid with Fane Kyrell. Rolls the die and gets nothing. Was risking a crit there.
Twoja piątka. Twoja piątki. Lampka.
Nie ma.
Jest, no dotknąłeś ząbkami jak to. To Iwajda masz skąd?
Z dikołku. Nie trzeba brać jeszcze.
Czekaj.
Red line bumps into
Dlatego w sumie to nie
Braylon. 10 num is the red one. No, Braylon Stram is the red one. So bumps into 10 num. Plunk.
Sorry.
A czemu wyciągasz?
Bombę.
Nie, no jest bandowa. Nie, przedłuż, dobrze, przedłuż sobie ten...
Trzymasz tego template'a?
Tu już mnie ruszyłeś niestety.
Zostawiamy.
Wedge.
Okay, target locks with Wedge.
Na dwójce.
Not looking good for red line here, and with most of
Przerzut.
1-2 and a focus, 2 hits, half points from red line,
Ten.
Fane firing on red line.
Ile masz życia jeszcze?
Nie, 3.
3 jeszcze, tak? Ten tu. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dice gets 2, 1 and a crit, 1 and a crit.
No to oko jeszcze tam, nie? Daj mi te 3 karty.
Oh, he's going to spend the... He's got a fuel leak, he's got a damage sense... damage... No, that's not damage sense, sorry. It's structural damage and a blinded pilot.
Ty tego target locka na rakiety spalasz, czy nie?
Którego?
No, tu masz target locka, z niego masz jakiegoś
Structural damage. Structural damage, fuel leak and blinded pilot are the damage cards we're looking at.
Aha, dostajesz kryta. No,
From top to bottom. And he picks the fuel leak.
masz 2, nie? Czekaj, no rzucasz jeszcze, nie? No to nie żyje.
And that is a hull breach. And that is a dead red line, yeah?
Zacznę od redline'a, w jedynce tutaj na trzymam.
Red line fires back. Gets a hit, a focus, and something that rolled off camera. 2 hits, 2 blanks. And which one are we? Yeah, onto Fane Kyrell. That was an excellent
Teraz z Rainera
use of Fane's ability there.
trzemy. Też w tej na...
Czyli który?
Ten.
Szept, tak? Tak, szept tutaj, dobra.
To będzie dwójka, nie?
Czekaj. No i musisz wziąć tego, bo jest chyba trójka.
I'm hearing a buzzing sound from microphone number 1. Oh, seems to have stopped. Maybe it's because I had my phone close. No, I don't know. Anyway. So 2 hits and a focus and evade. Blank, sorry, focus and blank. Looks like a dead Fane. And that's a console fire. See how masterful I am at reading Polish cards. Yep, I know exactly
Który daje przerzuty? Ten,
what
tak?
console fire is in Polish.
Ten tu.
Well, I do actually. Hang on a sec,
To jest
and I'll
to,
tell
to
you.
jest team lamp, czyli wydajesz...
I'm gonna do the embarrassing thing of trying to read this Polish. So you got 3 hits, a focus and a blank on the evade.
Druga czwórka.
3 damage onto Major Reimer.
Nie mam stresu.
Another one, leaving him with 2 hull points. A pretty good round, really, for Markiewicz. Pretty good round. Managed to do plenty of damage. So bombers are firing back. 1 hit, 1 focus, a blank gets re-rolled for a hit. Doesn't spend the focus, so just 2 hits and an evade gets blank. Blank on the evade dice, takes 2 shields off of, not hull points, shield points off of Braylon's Trump. Come on, take the second one off. There we go.
Do wedge'a, tak? A z którego? Teraz z tego, tak?
Dalej.
Słucham?
Drugi raz.
Czemu drugi raz?
Na kasetowe. Między nimi jest jedynka, nie?
Tak. Okej. Czyli mam 2, tak?
Uff,
I
3 blanks.
od Janusa.
Ale on sam na siebie działa? Ten strzelał, tak?
Tak.
Dobra.
Janus też na siebie działa.
Nic.
Okej.
Whisper nie ma zasięgu.
Ile ten ma życia?
To jest Team Lamp, ma 4.
4, dobra. To z Barasz Rocket.
Ale kto już? Ten już strzelał. Ten strzelał 2 razy, nie? Więc został Whisper.
Whisper strzela.
Whisper...
Ten 2 razy.
Aha, Whisper strzelał do... Dobra, okej. Czyli...
Barasz Rocket używamy.
Czyli Janus strzela do...
Should have thought about a way of trying to distinguish
do wedge'a.
Reimer from
Działa na siebie, przerzuca.
Jonas. But it looks like Reimer's the one that's in forward position right now.
Czyli dostałem jedną tarczę, tak? Mhm.
I've done something wrong here. I put these in backwards.
Koniec, nie? Tak. Teraz weź te wszystkie te. No.
Has he changed the order of his cards or no? So what am I doing? Hang on. 2 shields left on Braylon. There's 2 shields gone. One shield gone from Wedge. Okay. It was the fact there were so few shields. I was expecting to see more on the B wings. Okay, and they go back to Dials. Okay.
Czyli teraz tak.
So I think it's a pretty good exchange, even though there's not much move on the points. No, only like a 3-point difference, 203 to 197. I think it was pretty. It was a good thing. It was a good trade. Fane Kyrell for Red Line and even half points on Major Reimer. That was pretty good. Try and mop up Major Reimer in this next round with Wedge, and then have the B-Wings dispatch Jonas, leaving him with just Whisper to worry about. But at the same time, Whisper would be capable of taking out at least 10 Numb in one attack, given the right positioning. So let's see if I don't know whether the B-Wing wants to go a short distance. Maybe use that short K-turn that they have. I would put him on top of the rock. No, he's not in a good position here with 10 Numb. I guess.
Ready? No to tylko zrobię.
I wejdę wezmę.
Whisper decloaks to the right and tries to get back on the base, but doesn't seem to be having a fun time of it.
Zabrałeś chyba mi... A nie, dobra mam.
Tutaj masz trójkę. Tak, do jednego. Biorę oko. Po oku robię beczkę, nie?
Of course he wants that stress token.
Zostaje jedynka. Czekaj, bo jeszcze...
Barrel rolling with the B-Wing.
Okej?
Tak,
Definitely putting the bombers in a difficult position here. Reimer moves first. Does a 3 straight. Jonas 1 straight. Yeah, so this is deadly here. You've got Wedge capable of dispatching Reimer at range 1, and then the 2 B-wings to try and pilot skill kill. Jonas would still get to fire back.
I też fokus.
Wouldn't he? He's a 4, yeah, because the B-wings are 4s. Oh, Wedge got blocked. No, that wasn't exactly a best choice of maneuver.
Jest okej?
No, dobra.
Tu mam 2, do niego mam 3. Dobra.
So they're going to try and take Jonas off the board then, all 3 of them. And maybe with the B-wings fire on Whisper if things go really well. 1, 2, 3 hits. Gets a focus. Takes all 3 hits by the look of it.
Braylen do niego.
Braylon attacks.
Jedynka czy dwójka była?
Nie, ten. Braylen. Ten strzela do niego na 2.
A co ja moja piątka jest?
Looks like it was a hit.
Braylen ma 6, ten ma 4.
No dobra. Ile ma wedge? 4.
Wedge ma 5. Do Wedge'a?
No.
Na 3.
Okay, so this is Whisper, yeah? Whisper firing on Braylon, I guess.
Dżuk jest jeden.
Co?
Dżuk, jeden zmieniasz.
Słucham?
Zmyłka.
Dobra, czyli starcza.
Takes damage on Wedge.
Dobra, to jeszcze raz. Ten do niego strzela.
Yeah, I didn't quite follow what was going on there.
Do 2 mogę przerzucić. Braylena. I wydam oko.
Spends the focus, gets 2. Jonas eats 2.
No nic, trudno.
And last attack now, obviously, Ten Numb has got to decide whether or not it's best for him to fire on Whisper or take Jonas off the board.
Nie jest zablokowany jeszcze, nie?
Best to fire on Whisper. Jonas is going to fire back anyway. Wait for him, mop him up next turn. If you can get some serious damage on Whisper this turn, then you've pretty much got the game in the bag. Just to pull off some K-turns next turn.
Dwie kości, czy masz jednego pod niego i tu.
One goes off the table. It's like a focus and a blank.
Przerzut to jest Team Lamp, nie?
Tak.
Czyli co on robi? Daje jej.
No damage there.
Dobra.
Bad roll there for Ten Numb.
Ile zostało wedge'owi?
Wedge'owi 3.
Dobra, to w tego w jedynce
W Tina, tak?
zasyłamy torpedy protonowe 5. Zmieniam jedną
Wydaje oko.
Yeah, so he's got it looks like he's got 3 hits and 2 crits there
Same kryte
on
jakie?
Ten Numb.
Jeden wybroniłem. Zwykły. Pierwszy kryt.
And that's Hull Breach.
Wszystkie odkryte.
That's a fuel leak. That's a structural damage, and that's another fuel leak, and that's a
I jeszcze
panicked pilot.
bo Pierwszy
I think-
wyciek kadłuba, gdy masz przyjąć więcej, to są odkryte. Drugi dostałeś wyciek paliwa, jak dostajesz kita odkryte. Potem trzeci
Wounded
odkryte,
pilot, my bad. Panic pilot is the other one.
odkryte.
Ja się pogubiłem.
And you got like another console fire at the end there. Deaded. That topic. The bomber was going to shoot back anyway. It had the same pilot skill. There was nothing 10 Nam could have done to avoid that. Shooting Whisper. He had a bad roll. I don't know. Let's see. Wedge. Yeah, the problem. Yeah. If he'd have taken Jonas off the table right now, he'd be in a much better position having 2 ships against 2 ships. Right now, he's got to clean up both the bombers before he can switch his focus to Whisper.
Mogę dekolkę?
Okay. Banaszek decloaks Whisper to the right.
I wet jeszcze wezmę.
Dobra.
Braylonstram. One banks to the left, focuses, and barrel rolls. Links a barrel roll to try and block Whisperer. I'm guessing, but I don't see it myself. I don't see Whisper trying to go so
Ja
slow.
będę zawracał. Dałoby rady wziąć tego? Kogo? Może od jego prawej byśmy odstawili.
Ale możesz dostawić, ile masz na 3? 3. To sobie dostaw tak. Przytrzymaj swój statek. No, trzymam. No, druga trójka.
Sam.
Teraz się równo.
Double K turns, quarter ground turns from the bombers there.
To jest ten.
Wedge.
Jedynka. Może wejdzie.
Could take some good advantage of positioning here if he can manage to get into a position where he's not a good range for Reimer. But, yeah, but Whisper's right there. It's like it's not looking good. I think that really that last turn kind of the game was going in Markiewicz's favour, but that bad roll against Whisper and not being able to take and taking such a heavy damage roll from Jonas on 10 Num, and that's a interesting position. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've got no idea. There's I don't know. He's probably still got range on Whisper. Whisper's probably still got range on Wedge. Reimer, no, but yeah.
trzeci.
Trzeci.
Two hits and a crit from Whisper against Wedge. Gets spends the focus for 3, evades, so no damage. Got away with it.
Potem przez skały.
Still though.
Przez skałę.
Reimer firing on Braylon Strom. Gets 1 hit and a blank. 1 evade.
Koniec, nie?
Okay, so he got lucky in that turn, but I see him as being in an unfavourable position right now. Bombers can pursue Braylon pretty simply,
Ile rakiet ci zostało?
and I need to angle that camera up a bit. And I've not been given the standings from round 1. I'll ask them after this round. Oh, that's what that noise was. Oh gosh. It's the clamp, the mic stand clamp, the mic stand clamp that clamps onto the table. It's made out of metal, and if I move it, it makes noise. Horrible. Okay, mental note for that in the future. put some tape around it or something to stop it being metal on metal. Like I say, the Bombers are just going to head towards the left and just try and pursue Braylon Strom. Wedge can try and escape around the asteroid, but Whisper's just going to decloak and keep range on him. Decloaks forward. Yeah. This is not gonna, I don't know, even with your west foils closed and being able to boost, I don't see it.
Czekaj.
Bombers have chosen not to chase down Braylon, or at least Jonas hasn't.
Tutaj powinien być zasięg. Nie został. I fokus był.
Lotki złożone.
A czekaj. Ja to jeszcze ten
Co?
Fantom jeszcze.
Dobra. Tu masz bumpa i tak.
Well, so obviously he's kind of like forcing Wedge into a corner here. The Bombers are just going to creep up and just kind of pincer Wedge between the Bombers and Whisper. Have Whisper behind him, and Bobbers come around to meet him face to face the next round, assuming that Whisper doesn't finish things off now. Right now, S4s are closed.
Strzelaj.
To tylko tym mam kasetowe.
Przez... Nie wiem, nie widzę.
Jonas, I just said he's got range. It looks like, yeah.
To trzyma. Nie ma premii za zasięg.
So he's escaped the arc of Whisper. Jonas gets range. Fires
I czeka,
1
przechodzi
crit and
fazę
2 focuses. Rerolls the focus. Gets another crit. Looks like he's taking 2 crits on wedge. That's a damaged engine,
Wyciek paliwa.
and that's a fuel leak again.
Wróciłem dotąd, czy nie?
Słucham?
And that leaves him on 1 whole point.
Już masz 0 teraz.
Damaged engine, fuel leaking, wedge. Like I say, I don't think it was a good idea to try and go the long way round. Yeah, looking back, definitely had to be. Definitely should have taken Jonas off when he had the opportunity.
Który jest ranny?
I don't think there's much left in this game. Maybe about another 10 minutes at most. Well, like I say, at this next turn, Whisper is just going to. Whisper and the Bombers are just going to pincer Wedge. There's no way out for him. And even going at top speed, it's like you know where he's going. Braylon still not involved in this fight. He's just completely bugged out. It's definitely not a good thing.
Mogę wykrałka?
Whisper decloaks left. Hard to turn.
Już?
Tak.
Braylon. Does that one talon roll?
Jedziesz.
Tego. Jedynka.
I mean, even then, in that kind of position where he's got a shot on Jonas, it's like, okay. I mean, I've got to do something about that. You've still got to take care of a fully healthy Whisper.
I teraz jeszcze Phantom został.
Yeah, Whisper goes 1 hard left. 1 turn left.
I zrobię jeszcze beczkę.
Czekaj. Cofnij do tyłu. Teraz.
And barrel rolls. To give Wedge even fewer options. I don't know, man.
Zostaje stres.
I would have half expected to see one of the bombers peel off and try and engage Braylon this round. Feeling that basically between Whisper and one of the bombers, he's got this taken care of. So there we go. He's gone for a free turn.
Opowiedz mi teraz o swoich stawkach. Whisper jest cały, to wiemy.
1 życia, 2 życia.
Ten z tyłu ma 2 życia,
And
tak?
his S-foils are open.
Jesteśmy na 1 i ten ma 1 życie.
Tam masz
Ten z
jedną
tyłu się
kość
bro...
miał, tak?
Co?
Jedną kość ataku masz mieli, nie? Czy złożyłeś?
A dlaczego mam mieć jedną koszulkę?
A, galotkę.
Nie mam wyciek.
Damaged-
Złożyłem.
Damaged engine on Wedge meant the free turn was a red maneuver. He's still got a fuel leak.
Ten daje przerzut, nie? Do tego z wedge'a z 3 na drugim. 2.
1 hit, 1 crit. Blank
Jeden kryt, jeden hit.
on Rhymer. takes a direct. No, not a direct hit. That's a damaged engine. Direct hit was that symbol was direct hit in first edition, and then I changed it. I changed the way I ordered them, because when the cards first came out, there were no numbers on them, and so I ordered them alphabetically, and then they came up with numbers when the core set came out. Force Awakens core set came out. 2 hits.
Masz ile kości?
3, 2 normalnie.
1, 2 evades and a focus is what it looks like.
To zacznę z Reimera w jedynce. Szema. To jedynka, tak?
Nie, najpierw muszę z szeptu.
A, szeptu sobie. 4.
Two plus
Dostałem co?
2 hity.
2 focuses.
Ale zwykłe, nie?
Dead wedge.
Ile mu zostało?
Nie żyję. No był na ostatnim.
Now, Braylon needs to destroy Reimer and do some pretty nifty knife fighting with that 1 talon roll. Did they put a notice on that core set?
Ile masz rakiet?
Już nic. Ci co mieli zginęli. Same takie.
Hello. There's not going to be. He's going to have to weather at least 1 attack from Whisper this turn and take Reimer off the board.
Jakie on ma ostre?
Białe. Czekaj, jedynki nie ma, biała 2, biała 3. Okej. To
Okej.
mogę?
So Whisper decloaks right. Braylon 1 banks to the left. Barrel rolls left and focuses. Wow, or backwards from what I said because of the linked action. Reimer, 2 turns and focus. Whisper 2 turns, left.
Twoja piątka? W dwójce?
Focuses. Whisper firing on Braylon. 2 blanks a focus. Spends the focus for 1. Rolls 1 evade.
Wydam. 4. 2 przerzucam.
2 hits.
No to nie żyję.
3 and a blank after the reroll.
Co no,
Ale że co zobaczymy na razie.
And 1 evade. So it takes 2.
Ja oddaję 3.
When Jonas fires back, gets 2 hits and a focus, spends the focus. Evades 1, takes 2 damage, loses his shields on Braylon Strom, leaving 4 hit points against 5 hit points. Whisper versus Braylon Strom.
To jest cały rozmiar, tak?
Tak, tak. Chips.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could look at it as playing for points, trying to get those half points off a Whisper at least. I don't know. Can Braylon pump out as much damage as Whisper over time, whilst his soak isn't as adept as Whisper? Whisper decloaks forward, trying to block him, and I think it's a 3 or 4 maneuver. 3 straight.
Musisz wziąć, bo raczej wejdzie.
Just down to dice, I think it's kind of even between the two of them, but the problem is that Whisper is much more mobile, as we are seeing
No to wchodzi.
right now.
Ale to nie ma znaczenia, ale chodzi o, że wchodzi.
A, dobra. A to nie boost jeszcze. No i dla mnie mam. Trochę wystaje z przodu, więc mu powiedział wygląda.
Twój?
Robi trójkę.
Whisper. K10? Yeah. Free speed K10. Doesn't look good for Braylon. Might just be range 1, just from corner to corner.
Jedynka, nie?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 blanks though and a hit, and evades it. So not exactly like that was the end of the story. Unexpected turn of events.
Teraz możesz się zaklokować, jak jesteś zastosowany.
Tak, ale nie dostaje i wejdę po odkloku.
Jakie masz zielone?
To jest Phantom Wespacz.
Tak.
Okej. Kloka zrobię. Nie, dzięki.
Decloaks right. And Braylon 2Ks, but I don't think that's a good position for him either. Whisper, 2 banks left. I like it when ships aren't straight on the base.
Głoweczka rozumiem, tak?
Tak, tak. Albo oko.
I mean, Whisper could try and pilot skill kill here. But, I mean, if he rolls as bad as he did last turn, but then he's also got the option of barrel rolling and trying to... Nope. Focus.
Wydajesz mi?
Nie.
And again, blanks out. Not going well. Rerolls to get 2 crits. Takes a blank and an evade. So 1 crit. No, we're supposed to take shit. It's not, yeah, it's kind of like totally unpredictable. I'm gonna wait and see.
Mogę zobaczyć drugiego diala?
Dziewięć minut do końca dla X-Winga.
Mam 13. No możesz się ruszyć.
Aha, bo ty się nie deklokujesz, tak?
Nie, bo nie miałem ustawienia.
Poczekaj. Jeszcze nie ten, zможemy jeszcze, nie? Jak jeszcze nie... Zapomniałem, że się nie deklokujesz, więc jeszcze jak się nie ruszasz, to chwila. Ale do... Zostawiam. Położyłem. Ustaw go tak jak chcesz, bo już tyknąłem.
No dobra, jak się ruszysz? To może nie wyjść.
Na pewno nie wchodzi. Nie masz stresu.
Daring move by Braylon there towards the board edge. It's definitely going to leave Whisper in a situation where you're going, not knowing whether to decloak left or right now, because as Braylon is going in a direction. Okay.
Zobaczymy, czy
So
wejdzie.
Whisper's not decloaking anyway, so it makes no difference. Eek. They say fine.
Okay.
They say fine. To me, it looks like it's off. I don't know. That looked like that was off, but they said fine. Okay. Wow, this game has lasted about 20 minutes more than I expected it to.
Możemy dać tak podnieść.
Nie, no tak nie. Nie no, co ty?
He's going to bump. There's no way he's getting
Nie no,
past.
No to musi włożyć. Ja już wybrałem, więc może się ruszyć.
I don't know. I mean, playing for time, 10 minutes left in the game. I don't see it being possible to
Jedynki, dwójki.
avoid for that
No,
long.
czekaj, nie, już
Although he's doing a good job of it so far. At the same time, he wants to get those half points off a Whisper. Let's see, Whisper's worth 56 points. So the half points would be 28 points, which wouldn't be enough to put him in the lead. But would definitely hurt the margin for Banaszek. Markiewicz,
4 jedynce.
if he was able to get half points. Okay, 1. They just keep getting so many blanks.
Mogę wydać, więc dziób nie zadziała, nie?
Tak, tak.
Okej. Czekaj. Akcja.
Well, Braylon's being as evasive as he possibly can.
Focus.
Dobra, strzelaj.
Okay, let's see if he can actually roll some hits this time.
3.
No, 2 focuses. Well, he's got the focus at least. So 2 and a crit. Rolls a focus.
2 hity, tak?
1, 2, and the crit is a direct hit.
Koniec szynki.
Sorry for popping the microphone. Just like I wasn't couldn't understand how much longer that game was going to take.
Już ci mówię. 56.
56, tak?
Maciej, well done.
Thank you.
Maciej, commiserations.
Yeah, I made mistake.
Yeah.
I think I should kill.
Jonas, huh?
Yeah, but I got 4 hits. And
I understood. Yeah, I said it was at the time. I said it made more sense to attack Whisper because Jonas was going to attack anyway, even if you took him off the board.
Exactly. That's what.
And so if you can put some damage, enough damage on Whisper to make things difficult for him, then you'd have had more favor. But like, yeah, it just kind of blew up in your face. Yeah.
Very happy.
And I have a question, guys. Did it go off the board or was it on the board?
It was on the board.
Yeah, it was on the spot.
It looked like it was off. Okay, awesome. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, great.
Yeah? You didn't get like too intimidated by the whole thing?
No,
Not
at all.
Excellent. Okay, so let's start taking these bases off and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, very hard matchup for me because a lot of rockets.
True, a lot of rockets. But you did really well. I mean, like I say, it's just like that one.
The beginning was
Was it?
was
Like,
not so good here.
Yeah, it
I
was-
want to shoot 4 ships to the Punisher.
Yeah, it took you a little bit longer to get the red line off the table than you expected, huh?
Yes. Okay, point.
See, this is why I tell you to take them off. The pegs come off.
Oh, okay.
At least it's not broken off. It just come off clean. You can glue it back on, but
No problem.
this is why I don't like doing it.